is up YouTube? Infectious here from Infectious Gaming, home of your weekly rogue content. Now today we have live leaks from BlizzCon. The quality is not amazing, but it is somewhat readable and it does show us indeed what assassination is going to be playing with in the next expansion. The next expansion was released. We will talk about that in a different video, but I want to bring you this information as soon as possible. I just want everybody to know the hype train I am on right now. The assassination rogue talents have been leaked. They've been leaked, lads. Been leaked. So without any further ado, guys, the quality is bad. Disclaimer. This is a leak, so prepare yourself. This is the new talents that's coming to the assassination rogue. Okay, so first up, we're going to be looking at talent row number 90. We have Exsanguinate. Exsanguinate looks as if it's going to be staying going into the next expansion, which is really good for anybody who likes to use bleed build. And yeah, Hemo is also there, so you can see that we can still play this kind of bleed eccentric role, and Garrote is also going to be staying. So we've got Hemo, we've got Garrote, and we also have the talent called Exsanguinate. So that's all well and true. On the same talent role, we're going to be looking at Toxic Blade. Toxic Blade is still going to be in the game, still probably going to be partnered up with Master Poisoner, and yeah, that's basically the way that it's going to be going. If you also look at the new talent change to Venom Rush, Venom Rush now refunds 5 energy every time you mutilate a poisoned target. Now, this change was kind of baffling to me to begin with, but what I kind of believe it's maybe to do is try and balance the talents in a way that you don't pick one for every situation. Now, if you look at Exsanguinate, it's heavy burst. If you're going to be running with a bleed build, running Garrote and maybe Hemorrhage, maybe even elaborate planning, but you're going to be using Exsanguinate, making those big fat creamy ruptures, well, that would be the kind of build that you would use for high priority burst target. If you needed to really burst an ad maybe every 45 seconds, then that's maybe the road you would go down. You would maybe sacrifice your single target to go for the priority burst, and yeah, you would run with the Exsanguinate. Toxic Blade is maybe the same. It does have AoE purposes, but Toxic Blade again is kind of a high priority burst cooldown because you do have it on cooldown and you can select what target you put it on to push the extra damage. Now, looking at Venom Rush, it looks like a more single target consistent DPS, seeing as it seems to be a constant increase of energy. Every time that you cast a Mutilate, you're going to be gaining extra energy back in, and that's all well and good for maybe a lower tier player. Venom Rush may be a way to go so you don't need to juggle your cooldowns, but still be able to push consistent damage if the tier is balanced properly. Next up, we're going to look at Iron Wire. Now, this is to do with your Garrote. Increased duration of Garrote's silence effect to 8 seconds. Enemies silenced by your Garrote deal 15% reduced damage for 8 seconds. Now, what this means is if you have a caster in the raid and he runs in and he's going to start blasting people and he's doing quick casts, if you get this silence off and it silences that target, then that target is then going to deal less damage by 15% for 8 seconds, which is, it's kind of huge. I don't know how much we're going to be able to use it in PvE, but the leveling experience with this talent is also going to be really good. I really hope that they give us some really good situations to use this talent, because it does seem really good. It's a good use. It's a raid tool rather than using internal bleeding or praying a week where we stun the target and everybody else gets the increased damage. Reducing damage that another target does is also another use that we could be good at, but I don't know if there's really going to be enough situations to make this talent viable. But it is good to see some changes on the talent roll where a lot of people don't really look, because one's a stun, the other one's a stun, and yep, the other one's a silence. So I kind of hope we get to use this talent, but it's just something that Blizzard decided to change, throw in there, and yeah, we'll like it. And at number 3, we have an absolutely massive change. We have Crimson Tempest back. Yep. It is a finishing move for AoE. you absorb your combo points and you do a flurry of attacks on all your enemies within a certain amount of yards, slashing his physical damage and causing them to bleed for additional damage over 12 seconds. Now, this is one of the talents that has been demanded that came back into the Rogue Toolkit. I think the Subtlety Rogues and the Outlaw Rogues are going to be really disappointed that it didn't come back to their spec, but Assassination Rogue has taken back the Crimson Tempest. We are the king of the bleeds. We are now the 2.0 Feral Rogue. Yeah, I enjoyed this ability. It gives a little bit something else to do. And if you think of sharing your bleeds, your groats, and your ruptures onto multiple targets, and then mutilating onto targets, envenoms, then you get a Crimson Tempest up, you keep that on multiple targets, and yeah, AoE for me, Assassination, that is what Assassination is to me. It's doing DPS on 2, 3, multiple targets, which it makes the playstyle really, really enjoyable. So, Crimson Tempest is back, and that is one of the changes that I am absolutely over the moon about. Now, you've probably been looking at the rest of that talent row. You can see Mark for Death on that row, and another talent that's new. Yep, it's new. It's a talent, but you've played with it before in the Legion expansion. There it is, lads. It is the Poison Bomb. Now, I don't know how to feel about this, because I feel as if the talent may end up dead, but yeah, I'm going to try and read this as best as I can for you. It says, Envenom and Rupture have a 4% chance per combo point that you spend to basically splash a poison vial on the floor, and anybody that's inside it takes blah 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 damage for, I think it's 3 seconds or 8 seconds. I think it might be 3. But yeah, it's a passive talent. It's basically what is on our artifact traits. It is now being made into a talent choice that we can decide to run with. So, Assassination will be RNG if you want it to be RNG. If you don't want it to be RNG and you want more control of your damage, then you're going to be running with Crimson Tempest. It will turn out that one of them will be better on plus amount of ads, and the other one will be better on blah 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 plus amount of ads. Mark for Death will probably be a dead talent, I assume. But yeah, that's just an assumption. But yeah, guys, Poison Bomb from your artifact weapon has now become a talent. Now, who called it? It was me. It was your resident rogue. Yeah, Infectious, we called it. We called it long time ago that it would be made into one of the talents going forward into the next expansion. And last, but definitely not least, Master Assassin, right? This spell, you maybe look at the tooltip and think, I have seen this before. I have seen this before. Yep, it is the Mantle of Assassination Shoulders right now on Legion. Basically, this is the Legendary Shoulders. This is Mantle, guys. This is Mantle. Something similar. It's going to work in the exact same fashion, I believe. And yeah, these kind of things are subject to change. But yeah, what it does is, while stealth is active for, I think it's 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and after breaking stealth, your critical strike chance is increased by 50%. So, what's going to happen is you're going to be doing the Vanish, and you're going to be using some big ability. You're going to be dumping your cooldowns. You're going to get the 3 seconds or 5 seconds, whatever it is, worth of the 50% increased critical strike damage. And yeah, it's going to be a big, good old day. We are going to have it in every single opener, every single Vanish. It's going to be big and it's going to be crispy, guys. So, if you did not get the Mantle in Legion, have no fear. It's going to come. Like everything else does in World of Warcraft Day, the gear, everything else comes for free nowadays. Have some Legos, have everything. We now just get our Lego baked into a talent. Now, how nice and crispy is that? For me, I think that is a really, really, really good, really good talent to have, man. Really good. Night Stalker, again, such a good talent if you're going to be running the bleed build. It's still there, and Subterfuge is still there. But 50% increased critical strike. That is nothing to be looked over, guys. It definitely is not. Thank you for watching the video, guys. I really appreciate you coming and spending the time with me looking at the leaks from BlizzCon. Now, I am pretty hyped about this new expansion. I wasn't before, but I am starting to get in the hype train. I'm going to jump in with 2 feet. I'm going to be looking for a mythic guild. We're going to be trying to push into that top 100 world again. And yeah, we're going to be bringing everything rogue related daily, weekly, whenever it decides to produce its information face. I'm going to be plastering it all over my YouTube channel. Now, the rogue guide for Antorus the Burning Throne will be coming at the end of the first week. First week heroic, that is. Once heroic is cleared, then we will see a kind of better standard compared to the simulations of what's going to be happening and what's going to be getting played. So, once heroic's done, then we're going to be releasing the 3 spec guides, and we've been told that there's a high possibility that we're going to be getting invited into the next expansion beta. As we did with the expansion before, we're going to be releasing all the latest information to do with rogues and World of Warcraft. If you did like this video, guys, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Please leave your feedback down below. I'm really interested to see how you feel about the new talent changes. But one thing to remember, we're a year away, so just make sure that you understand that a lot of these talents still may change, and the ones that haven't changed still might change. But from me, my name's Infectious, and I'm out of here.